From the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), this is NCC Digital Signature.
Hello, you're welcome to this edition of NCC Digital Signature, brought to you by the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC). The program is designed to educate, inform, and enlighten you on trends in the telecommunications industry. On this weekly program, we take you on a tour of the digital space and Nigeria's fast-evolving digital landscape, the successes, challenges, and opportunities. In this edition, we will focus on the World Consumer Rights Day as commemorated by the Nigerian Communications Commission. You will hear from the NCC's leadership and other stakeholders on the importance of the Consumer Rights Day, from the nationwide awareness rallies to the secondary schools debate, plus NCC stakeholders' consultative engagement on the deployment of the revenue assurance solution. I am Adaze Okiaine. We begin with issues and development that made news in the past week.
On NCC Digital Signature, we bring you innovation, trends, policies, and stakeholders redefining all sectors of our economy. Here you will see the actors, the policymakers, and creativity that will shape your mind and business for growth in line with today's reality. NCC Digital Signature, in line with today's reality.
Since the establishment of the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), it has been consistent in deepening and protecting the rights of consumers. Indeed, one of the core mandates of the NCC is to protect the rights of telecom consumers in Nigeria. The protection of the rights is enshrined in Chapter 7 of the NCC Act, NCA 2003, that gave legality to the Consumer Affairs Bureau, a key department of the NCC. As part of the World Consumer Rights Day 2022, the NCC, in a bid to continuously create awareness and sensitization among telecom consumers, held nationwide rallies from Kano to Enugu, Ibadan to Lagos and Abuja. The event, which held simultaneously with road shows across different locations, took members of staff of the Commission and other stakeholders to meet with consumers who were opportune to ask questions, make complaints, and get clarifications on issues of concern.
If you are not able to resolve your complaint satisfactorily, call toll-free number 622. Call your toll-free number 622. With this number, you will get all of our agents who will answer you and give you prompt response.
The road shows was used to highlight the significance of the World Consumer Rights Day and to engage them on the NCC's unwavering commitment to consumer protection. In commemoration of the World Consumer Rights Day 2022, which took place last week, the Nigerian Communications Commission, as part of events to commemorate the occasion, organized a debate for students in secondary schools, which took place at the Digital Economic Complex, Bora District, Abuja. Speaking on the debate, Director of Consumer Affairs Bureau of the Nigerian Communications Commission, Efosa Idenhe, says the debate was part of the engagement process of the Commission to enlighten and educate the students on their consumers' rights and privileges.
The ultimate goal of the World Consumer Rights Day invariably is to ensure consumers have all the necessary information to make informed decisions. This school debate is a pre-event to the various activities scheduled by the Nigerian Communications Commission in commemoration of the 2022 World Consumer Rights Day, which is themed Fair Digital Finance.
The debate, which focused on using gadgets to improve academic performance, saw the different schools in very engaging argumentative presentation to justify their views. The students were given various prizes and souvenirs, as some of them expressed delight at the opportunity to be part of the event.
Before I know the meaning of NCC, I've learned the meaning. I've learned so many things.
Well, I've learned that digital financing can happen without you meeting someone physically. It can happen on internet, and you can exchange something without meeting that person physically.
The World Consumer Rights Day is celebrated on the 15th of March globally, and NCC's program is coordinated by the Consumers Affairs Bureau of the Commission. The Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, is set to deploy a technology solution, Revenue Assurance Solution, RAS, that will monitor revenue generated by the licensees in a bid to block leakages in their annual operating levy, AOL. The Executive Vice Chairman EVC of the NCC, Professor Umar Dambata, disclosed this during an interactive session with stakeholders on the deployment of Revenue Assurance Solution, RAS, in the Nigerian telecommunications industry.
We don't have an independent way of verifying the amount of AOL payable to the Nigerian Communications Commission by our various licensees. We only rely on their books of account, and that is good enough. The government, the National Assembly, have been really on our back, trying to ensure we have a way to independently verify the amount of revenue that should be paid to the Nigerian Communications Commission.
Beyond revenue assurance, when deployed, the NCC RAS will bring a lot of solutions to the industry, including a more efficient and enhanced monitoring and regulation of the licensed telecommunications operators by the Commission. While making a presentation at the event, a member of Revenue Assurance Solution Project Team, Ruben Morka of the Nigerian Communications Commission, said the solution, when fully deployed, will remain the bedrock of an efficient and effective telecommunications regulatory environment.
We are aware that the industry has been waiting patiently for this type of solution from this type of organization with this type of integrity and professionalism. A lot of other people have been discussing the multiplier effects it will have in the economy, local content, and in several other sectors that may have been searching for dependable solutions for revenue assurance.
The event was organized to sensitize industry stakeholders through a conversation on the Commission's plan to deploy RAS that would install greater transparency and increased accuracy in the administration of the AOL in the sector. Do you know the mandate of the NCC? The mandate of the Nigerian Communications Commission, as enshrined in the Nigerian Communications Act 2003, was signed into law by the then President, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, GCFR, on the 8th of July 2003 after it was passed by both arms of the National Assembly. The Act provides the NCC with the capacity to properly carry out its regulatory functions and activities. If you've just joined us, this is NCC Digital Signature. For more information, please follow us on our social media platforms as shown on your screen. Still to come, a specially packaged feature on Consumer Rights Day celebration, its importance, and what you need to know. Stay with us. If you're just joining us, this is still NCC Digital Signature. Since the establishment of NCC, consumer protection has been at the heart of its operation. This explains the Commission's consistent emphasis on consumers' rights as captured in this special report. Let's watch this.
The Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) is the independent national regulatory authority for the telecommunications industry in Nigeria. The Commission is responsible for creating an enabling environment for competition among operators in the industry, as well as ensuring the provision of qualitative and efficient telecommunications services throughout the country. In 2001, the Commission established the Consumer Affairs Bureau to protect, inform, and educate all consumers of telecommunication services in Nigeria against undue practices. The PI mandate of the Consumer Affairs Bureau is to ensure the protection of the rights and interests of telecommunications consumers, including the differently abled persons, through adequate information dissemination programs and education to promote successful telecom service delivery. The Consumer Affairs Bureau motto, "Take advantage of us so that no one takes advantage of you," is an expression of the Commission's willingness and readiness to respond to the needs of consumers at all times, with a view to ensuring that telecom service users are not shortchanged. The World Consumer Rights Day is globally celebrated on March 15 as a means of creating awareness on consumer rights and needs. The Executive Vice Chairman, Nigerian Communications Commission, Professor Omar Garba Dambata, speaking on World Consumer Rights Day, said, "The World Consumer Rights Day was first celebrated in 1983 and subsequently it became an important annual event for mobilizing citizens' action and solidarity within the international consumer movement." The Commission has always united with the rest of the world in celebrating the World Consumer Rights Day, especially as it resonates with one of its strategic objectives, which is to facilitate strategic collaboration and partnership. The 2022 World Consumer Rights Day, with the theme Fair Digital Finance, is geared towards creating new consumer-centric insights and campaigns for digital finance, which are inclusive, safe, and sustainable. This year's celebration is intended to sensitize the Nigerian public of its rights and the NCC's commitment to ensure justice and fair play between service providers and consumers. As part of its efforts, the Commission also organizes road shows in states where its zonal offices are located, with the aim of promoting the basic rights of all telecom consumers. In its bid to support the digital economy vision of the federal government, as articulated in the National Digital Economy Policy and Strategy 2020 to 2030, the Commission has created a Digital Economy Department aimed at coordinating activities of the Commission to ensure that the targets of the strategy are met. Consequently, the Commission's efforts in promoting Nigeria's digital economy have found concrete expressions in various projects such as digital skills training for youth across the 36 states and the FCT to bridge the digital divide, introduction of online learning platforms for educational institutions under Nigerian Digital Learning Initiative, hosting digital awareness and sensitization fora across the 6 geopolitical zones, and Lagos to showcase NCC's achievements in facilitating a digital economy, partnering with the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) to drive financial inclusion in the Nigerian economy, increase transparency, create new jobs, improve public service delivery, digital delivery of goods and services, and the increase in e-services. The growth in internet usage, especially with the pandemic, has brought about an increase in the spate of cyber incidents, and recognizing the borderless nature and prevalence of these incidences, the Commission has been relentless in drawing the concerted attention required to protect internet users as well as the critical national information infrastructure. Consequently, the Nigerian Communications Commission's Computer Security Incident Response Team, NCC CSOT, was launched in October 2021 by the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, with the overall mandate of ensuring continuous improvement of processes and communication frameworks to guarantee secure and collaborative exchange of timely information while responding to cyber threats within the sector. This intervention clearly aligns with the National Cybersecurity Policy and Strategic Document as published by the Office of the National Security Advisor. So far, 3 major cyber attacks have been identified and communicated to consumers by NCC CSOT. Some of the solutions proffered include the use of updated antivirus software on devices, regular change of passwords, and adding two-step verification or two-factor authentication to social media accounts for extra security, amongst others. To further sensitize our various stakeholders, the Commission regularly carries out cybersecurity awareness campaigns with specific emphasis in the month of October, designated as the annual National Cybersecurity Awareness Month. The Commission also uses its social media platforms and legacy media to drive the message home to our consumers on safer internet practice. The protection of our children against cyber threat is paramount, as child online abuse is a societal concern which has been worsened by the COVID-19 pandemic. In recognition of this threat, the Commission participated at the official launch of the International Telecommunication Union ITU 2020 Guidelines on Child Online Protection. The Commission has also initiated several programs for child online protection, which include virtual training and launch for the African region to promote the adoption of the 2020 Child Online Protection Guidelines at national and regional levels.
We need to protect the children from content that is harmful. Harmful in the way and manner we are bringing the children. Harmful in the way and manner that will make the children to copy practices that are unwholesome, that are not good. Okay, and this they can be able to do by going online. And nobody will be there to really guide them. Of course, you can activate the parental control, you can do a number of things, but we would like to see more measures put in place to ensure content is regulated in a way and manner that the component of content that is harmful does not even reach the children. The children are not exposed to these contents.
The Commission has organized and coordinated sensitization programs called Agent Cop for Nigerian children within the age bracket of 7 to 18 years and visited secondary schools to campaign during the Africa Safe Internet Day. Books on child online protection have also been translated into major Nigerian languages and Pidgin English to bridge the digital illiteracy gap. Recent initiatives of the Commission include the Campus Conversation for Nigerian Universities and the Consumer Market Conversation, designed to sensitize stratified segments across the country with information that will guarantee protection of their rights and interests, as well as educate them on their obligations as consumers of telecom services. Various telecom campus conversations have been held across universities in Nigeria, giving the Commission the opportunity to interface and respond to questions and comments relating to participants' experience with telecom services. Information and education materials covering a wide range of topics on consumer concerns, including Consumer Bill of Rights, complaints management process, mobile number portability, obligations of telecom service providers, and tips on managing data usage were printed in bookmarks, handbills, and stickers and distributed during the events. In keeping with the NCC's commitment to inform and educate consumers at the grassroots, the Commission started the Telecom Consumer Town Hall meeting on radio. Several editions of the programs have held in some cities across Nigeria.
What we want to do is to ensure that the consumer is not left stranded at any time. Whatever the issue they have, they know that they have a regulator who have their back. And at all times, we will resolve the issue as long as they are genuine.
The Nigerian Communication Commission, no doubt, places high premium on the consumer. Hence, its many engagements, which also includes organizing the NCC Day at trade fairs across the geopolitical zones of the country to further create awareness on consumer rights. The Commission's NCC digital signature on television and radio are flagship programs of the Commission, created to educate the general public on the mandates of the Commission and for sharing salient, consumer-centric and up-to-date information on how NCC is delivering on its mandate. The Commission also utilizes its social media platforms on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and the podcast channel NCC Global Connect as pools of real-time information that could be accessed at the convenience of the consumer.
We are regulators, our doors are open. The doors of the Consumer Affairs Bureau are open to all consumers. Let us know what issues that you are having. They may be novel. We may not know that they exist, or even the service provider may not know that it exists, because sometimes the service provider are not the only one providing services for you. There are other people who ride, like VAS providers, ride on the service providers platform to get to you. So if there are anything that they are doing to you that you think they shouldn't do, let us know. We can check it. If it's not done properly, we make sure they do it properly. And if they are doing it and it's not the way it's supposed to be done, we can make sure that you are not shortchanged. Most times, things come to us. There are times in a month we resolve up to 99%. You can't fully resolve all of them. There will be spillover from month to month, and you will keep on reporting that one that is not resolved, that it is not resolved. Until all issues are resolved, we don't stop our resolution process.
Telecom consumers dissatisfied with services rendered by any of the operators have a right to seek redress by lodging a formal complaint to the NCC by following the stipulated steps. 1. Contacting your service provider to lodge your complaints. 2. Ensure you obtain a reference number from your service provider for the said complaint. If dissatisfied with the response of your service provider, channel your complaint to the NCC through any of the following means. Call the contact center toll-free line 622. Send an email to consumerportal@ncc.gov.ng. Tweet to the NCC Twitter handle @NGComCommission and Consumer Affairs Bureau Twitter handle @ConsumersNCC. Write a letter addressed to the Executive Vice Chairman, NCC. Fill the online consumer complaints form, which can be obtained from the consumer portal on the Commission's website, www.ncc.gov.ng.
Thanks for being with us. Hope you learned something new from that documentary on the NCC's activities geared towards upholding consumer rights. For more on the Commission's activities, visit our website and you can follow us on our social media platforms as shown on your screen. Time now to serve you with answers to last week's quiz and the winners. Question number 1. Who is the EVC of NCC and when did he assume office? The answer to that question is Professor Umar Garba Dambata. He assumed office in 2014. Question number 2. What is the full meaning of 5G? The answer to that is 5th Generation Wireless Network. And the winners are Mon Eshe, Isaac Ogbogdobo, Gold Mike. Further inquiries can be sent to NCC Digital Signature at ncc.gov.ng for more information about the program. Until next week, don't forget NCC is your partner towards a connected Nigeria. On behalf of the Nigerian Communications Commission, thank you for watching NCC Digital Signature. I am Adaze Okia Ine. Bye for now.